This is 99X. We are your Morning X. It's Barnes and Leslie, Crash on Traffic. Very special segment coming up in just a few seconds. That's for all the juvenile delinquents of our audience. And we're going to start with Crash. Yay! We have a feature. We're going to kick it off with Crash. But Crash, this is have you ever been kicked out of anywhere? I'm going to have to ask you to keep it to one story.
Oh.
So we have room for the listeners.
So but I made a list.
Yeah.
His journal.
I know. But the Steve Show is coming up eventually. We cannot spill. We need to keep it all contained in one segment.
All right. When you're listening to 99X, don't forget, tomorrow, Friday, we have your VIP Marvelous 3 tickets on the Morning X ticket window. The Steve Show this week, today. How about Andy Bell from Erasure at the Buckhead Theater? This afternoon, Dragon Con tickets of Monsters and Men at the Eastern with Will Penn, 3 to 7. And Planet Jill tonight, tickets for Ex-Ambassadors coming to the Tabernacle. Yeah, we're just kind of hooking you up all day on 99X.
Most of you at work probably know someone that you're like, that's that guy. He's the guy that gets kicked out of the bar, gets kicked out of this.
Yeah.
I know a guy who's gotten kicked out of a whole lot of places. And we'll start this conversation with him. But this is the one segment where all of you, rebels, I'll call you, we'd like to hear your story. So have you ever been kicked out of anywhere? 470-741-4999. Leslie, we'll start with you.
Okay, I will say that I have never been kicked out of anywhere.
I don't know that I have either, but Crash, I mean, where do you start?
Crash.
I don't know. Where do you start? I mean, numerous bars, a Kroger. I think I'm going to have to go with my favorite would be the state of Wisconsin.
An entire state?
You were kicked out?
Yeah, I was asked to leave. I was DJing a wedding for a buddy of mine who was an AirTran pilot.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, AirTran.
Yes, indeed. While we were at the hotel, after all the shenanigans, I tried to steal a steamroller from a construction site. I managed to get the chain off. It was chained to a tree, and I managed to get it started. It wouldn't stay started, but I was able to drive it a little bit in the parking lot of the hotel. Wisconsin State Police came. We explained everything. They were going to arrest us. I told him I was flying out early in the morning. He said, I'm driving by here tomorrow. If I see you in the state of Wisconsin, you will go to jail. So he basically told me to leave the state.
Wow.
Because I tried to steal a steamroller.
Unreal, Crash. I don't understand how such a likable guy gets kicked out of
So many places.
not just bars, but states.
An entire state.
Okay, let's turn the mic to the listeners because that's who's important here. Morning X, good morning. Welcome to Juvenile Detention. Who is this?
Good morning. This is Mark.
Mark, tell us, where have you been kicked out of?
The only place I ever got kicked out of was this big country bar that was in Knoxville, Tennessee. Had a mechanical bull riding thing and a big floor for line dancing and all that. It was a cheap beer pitcher night, and they had karaoke, so that's why I was there with some acquaintances and
Why?
had a little bit too much beer.
Okay,
Yeah.
too much beer.
Not too much beer, and I fell asleep, and they kicked me out. And they had two bouncers walking out like I had gotten in a fight or something. And it's like, you could have just asked me to leave.
Should have got you a blanket and just tucked you away in the corner.
Right.
Were you on the mechanical bull?
No. I did try it one time just to say I tried it.
Our lines must be crossed. We were going to have you ever fallen asleep at a club before? That's next week, so we'll get you back.
Well, you have to call me back.
That's funny. Thank you. Have a great day.
I got a story for that one, too.
Oh, I bet you do.
Crash, it's really pathetic, Crash. Morning X, good morning. Who is this?
Morning, it's Adam.
Adam, have you ever been kicked out of anywhere?
I got kicked out of a Publix.
Hold on. Crash kicked out of a Kroger. You're kicked out of a Publix. How do you guys get kicked out of a grocery store?
Back when I was young and dumb, I was 18. My buddy was pushing me around in a wheelchair, and we were just, strolling around looking for something to eat before we went to a party. And he proceeded to push me down the aisle. Well, then he just pushes me right out into the middle of the main section for the dairy. And when he pushed me out there was the district manager, the store manager, the assistant manager, pretty much every manager and, head up for Publix is standing there. They walk over to me and they told me to get up and get out of the store. They were calling the cops.
How did they know you were not really disabled and that you needed the wheelchair?
They had watched us come in and knew that I just sat down, and we were young. They knew. They probably knew I wasn't handicapped or anything, but we were just young and dumb.
Young and dumb.
See, now my story's a little bit different. I was shopping in the old Kroger off of Northridge, just happened to pick up some beer and wasn't done shopping, so I cracked a beer and started drinking while I was shopping. Store manager did not like that. But if you look at it now, if you go to Clublix, the Publix in Buckhead,
right,
they encourage you to drink.
Clublix, yeah.
Yeah, no problem with that. You should be able just to bring your empty container up, if you're hungry and start snacking on what you're buying.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a little advance, that's all.
Yeah, a little more food.
Yeah. All right, man, thank you for listening to us. We appreciate it.
I mean, like, if you're a guy, though, like, do you want to say you got kicked out of a grocery store? I don't know.
Yeah, that's not too cool. I mean, but it happens.
Welcome to NFL Flag.
Are you ready? Yeah! Are you ready? Yeah!
No matter who you are, lace up your cleats, smear on your eye black, step out on the field and chase something. Chase a goal.
Let's get it!
Chase the big time.
Get down, ladies!
Chase rings. Chase gold medals. Chase all of it. It's all up for grabs now. NFL Flag. Chase something. Visit NFLflag.com to find a league and start the chase today.
YouTube personality Benny Johnson has cracked the code on a new era of newsmaking.
Very controversial, very strong opinions. A person who speaks truth fearlessly, breaking for nobody.
It's a new cultural landscape.
We're not trying to politicize this. People are primed now, and forgive me, dude, it is what it is. Here's what's going on in your country, bro.
The Benny Show.
Get ready if this is something that you needed to put a little pep in your step. No? Yeah? Okay.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Yeah, I know. Morning X, who's this?
Hey, this is Wendell.
Wendell, come on. Have you ever been kicked out of anywhere?
Yeah, I have actually. But this actually has to do with 99X.
Oh, snap. What happened?
Yeah, so there was a contest. I was in, my senior year of high school. And you guys had a contest about who could bring a farm animal, the largest farm animal, into
Yes!
the studio.
I remember. Are you the horse guy?
Yes.
The horse guy is on the show!
Yes!
Yeah, there were two of us.
That got Jimmy expelled
Yes.
from class. He got kicked out of here for how many days was he suspended? A few.
Yeah, because he tried to bring the horse into the elevator.
Right.
Yeah.
And there was like a meeting with like the new owners of the building or something like that about renewing the lease.
Yes. That was over on 3405 Piedmont. That was at our old station, which is very small, tiny elevators.
Wow.
Yep. Lincoln Properties. Yep.
Yeah, Lincoln Properties. How did you get the horse in the elevator? How did it fit?
Well, it wasn't easy. It wasn't my horse. It was my neighbor's horse who had moved up from Florida, which ironically I live in that town now, that she moved from. And we just were like listening. We're like, this is crazy. We should totally do this. And then you get to doing it. You start loading up the animal. You're like, this is never going to work. Plus you're like, 18. You're like, this is absolutely not ever going to happen.
We were shocked when the receptionist called in the studio and said it was Dexter. Hey, Barnes, listen, Jimmy, there's somebody with a horse downstairs. And for real, it was. And those poor Jenny Pruitt, remember that real estate group, Jenny Pruitt?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
They were downstairs. Who intercepted and caused the trouble? Was it the management of the station of the building?
So whatever that room was next door, I guess they were having a meeting in there, and they flipped out.
Oh, yeah. They flipped out. I vividly remember
They had
this.
a horse in the elevator.
Yeah, he lost his mind.
And it was your neighbor's horse, which is even funnier.
Yeah,
You went through a lot of trouble. Did you win anything?
yeah, we won the Bowie ticket.
Ooh.
Nice. Well, I love that. It's full circle, and you used to listen to us when you were in high school, and here you are with a great memory to keep.
Yeah, I still listen to you. I'm working on a book about 99X now.
What?
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 Yeah.
A book?
Mm-hmm.
Now, watch out, legal cowboy, because these Cumulus people will come after you.
Yeah. I've done all the research and sent out all requests for interviews, all that stuff.
We didn't get any requests.
Yeah, well, you haven't talked to us.
Yeah.
You will be.
And this book is going to be sold to people? Or is it going to be just something to hold down paper on a table?
No. It'll be sold or given away. I don't care.
What's the name of the book? Can we promote the book before it's here? What is it called?
But I'm just going to call it 99X.
Horsing around.
Oh.
I like that. All right, dude. Well, man, this was not on my bingo card to get
Not at all.
to hear from the horse guy, and he's writing a book. I like
This is
that. All right, dude.
Yeah, I met Sean Demery like twice, and like I was like, this is the most brilliant man I've ever met.
That's true.
Yeah, we miss Sean.
And he just like, that guy was amazing.
Yeah,
We agree.
Amazing.
And when he passed, like two or three people from high school like hit me on Facebook. They're like, "Oh my God, you're not going to believe this." And I was like, obviously you guys are stunned too, but I was stunned. It was like shocking.
Yeah, we miss him every day. Yep.
There's a radio station that was down here in Florida called The Buzz. And
Yeah.
I won't say that they mimicked the 99X, but a lot of it.
Oh, they ripped it off. Totally.
Yeah.
I heard it. Yeah.
So one of the DJs here, Jason Davis, he got his start in radio because of 99X. He said he told me he just walked up to Will Pendarvis one day just to talk to him about getting into radio.
Well, I don't believe that for a second because
Smoking a cigarette outside.
Oh, okay. Now I believe it. I was going to say because Will doesn't receive people at all. He hides from them.
And that's exactly what he said.
That's funny.
Exactly what he said.
All right. Well, you know way too much, man. You better watch behind you. Look in that rearview mirror.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Can't wait to see your book, though. That's cool.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
All right, man. Have a great day. Thanks for sharing that story. That's a great memory.
Good luck.
Absolutely. Thank you.
There you go. Wow. Where did that come from?
Unreal.
That took a left turn.
I remember that like it was yesterday. We are your original. Yeah, we're still sitting here or standing. It's the Morning X. This is 99X.
YouTube personality Betty Johnson has cracked the code on a new era of newsmaking.
And we have some major members of the White House team that will be joining the program. I know it makes you uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable. But ladies and gentlemen, sometimes you just gotta dive right in and say, well.
It's a new cultural landscape.
This is the proper messaging. Thank you. Let's rock and roll.
The Benny Show. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.